Welcome to the Hustle Skirt Podcast, the show that brings you economic equity for everyone, every day, with your host, Debra Gould. Yes, I am Debra Washington Gould, President and CEO of Debra Gould and Associate Inc. DGAI is a New Orleans-based management consulting and performance management business founded in 1996. Hey, y'all, I'm celebrating 27 years. Please visit my website at www.gouldassociates.com to learn more about my professional services offerings in management consulting, training, facilitating, executive coaching, and business motivational keynote services. So let's talk about why you're here today. Maybe as a first timer because of my guest, Lisa Wineburg. And I am just so excited about having Lisa here today. But let me just engage you for a moment about the Hustle Skirt Podcast. The mission of the Hustle Skirt Podcast is to promote, communicate, and amplify the communication and share with my audience influence of men and women entrepreneurs like Lisa Wineburg. With that being said, both her projects are for nonprofit. Occasionally, you'll have a C-suite or a higher executive being interviewed on the Hustle Skirt. So be on the lookout for nonprofit as well as corporations on the Hustle Skirt. This Hustle Skirt podcast will be an opportunity for the interviewing guests to connect with and market their services to the listening audience here. So without a doubt, we, Debra and Lisa, we did not live this long, y'all, and strong to be put on the back shelf. So Lisa is going to bring it as I introduce her particular businesses. With that being said, Lisa, give me the honor to celebrate this amazing woman. Lisa Wineburg is a licensed therapist with a specialty in trauma and PTSD. She is the owner of New Beginnings Behavioral Health Service and is launching a nonprofit organization called the Butterfly Effect Trauma Response and Treatment Foundation this fall of 2023. Lisa is currently enrolled at Tulane University, pursuing her doctorate degree. Congratulations, Lisa.
Thank you.
And researching the area of repeated trauma exposure and effects with plans to complete this December of 2023. Hey, Lisa, you go, girl. So proud of you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So let me welcome you to the Hustle Skirt Podcast.
Thank you for having me.
That brings economic equity for everyone, every day. So you're doing me a big favor because I want my audience to know about the Butterfly Effect Trauma Response and Treatment Foundation coming this fall. With that being said, let's jump right into this conversation here. Why did you decide to start your own business? Tell us about your big why.
Well, that one is pretty easy for me. I started my own business because I was used to working for people that didn't really have a passion for what they were doing. They pretty much were running the business, but not caring about the workers, right? It's more about the bottom line than it is about the wellness of their staff. So I opened my own business because I wanted to be a different type of leader and a different type of boss to my staff. And I pride myself on having an open door policy and allowing my staff to also critique me and give me feedback when I need correcting. And so that's been the culture of my business since the beginning, which is New Beginnings. It's been open for 8 years. And I plan to extend that to the butterfly effect once it opens in the fall.
Well, thank you. Madam, you're looking gorgeous today.
Well, thank you.
And I like your virtual background. I like it. I like it a lot.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's keep this going here. What services or products do you offer? Now, I shared a little bit in your credentials, but say some more about services or products here.
Sure. I'm going to start with New Beginnings Behavioral Health Services because that's my baby. It was my first not my first organization. It is for profit, but we provide counseling and skills building to adolescents and adults in our community, as well as we go out to schools to provide behavioral interventions for school-aged children as well. Our services are done in the community, which means we go out to the clients' homes to provide services, or maybe the library if they're not comfortable with us coming into their homes. And like I said, in schools. So it's a community-based service that we offer at New Beginnings. And on top of that, if any of our clients need medication, we have a doctor on staff and we provide medication management for them as well. As far as the Butterfly Effect Foundation, that is going to provide a mentoring program for adolescent girls aged 13 through 17 that has been through some form of trauma. It's also going to provide support groups for the community, whether it be grief support, whether it is from having a traumatic event of, say, an accident, a fire. It'll just be open to the public, and it will be different support groups to satisfy the needs of the community. We will also offer trauma trainings and workshops to businesses, to schools, to individuals when they request it. And ultimately, what we're wanting to do is start a trauma response team. And the idea of that is to be able to dispatch to, say, from God forbid, there was a school shooting in New Orleans or in Jefferson Parish. We want to be equipped to respond to that event to help with the on-site crisis, after, post-crisis, actually, to help de-escalate and to help walk the participants of the trauma through processing what happened.
Thank you for sharing that with the Hustle Skirt audience. We have known each other for a number of years, and it is in my listening that I get to hear the full services of New Beginnings Behavioral Health Services. So thank you for sharing that with my audience. Now, Lisa, let me ask, is your work is mostly in the New Orleans metropolitan or the regional parishes within the state of Louisiana?
It's in the Orleans metropolitan area. We service the Orleans Parish, Jefferson Parish, Laplace area, and some in the Slidell area, not many, and a few in Chalmette, but we are generally in the metropolitan area.
Well, this gives me a good opportunity to segue to share your contact information. So New Beginnings Behavioral Health Service, Lisa email that she has here is nbbhs@yahoo.com. The telephone number, area code 504-333-6657. The other new business, the Butterfly Effect Trauma Response and Treatment Foundation, that email address, capital B, everything else is going to be in lowercase, starting with capital B, FEFOUNDATION @yahoo.com. The website, Bfefoundation.com. And that telephone number, 504 377-6703. Now, Lisa, I'm going to ask you before I close out to take an opportunity. So you're saying with your passion, because this is your opportunity to talk about your products and services. So just in case maybe I lost something in the messaging, I
Mhm.
want you to take this opportunity to share with my audience again, New Beginnings Behavioral Health Service, as well as the launching of your nonprofit, the Butterfly Effect Trauma Response and Treatment Foundation. So, Lisa, I have one more question.
Sure.
At what point did you look at your business and consider it a success?
Whoa. As far as New Beginnings is concerned, um, it kind of was on autopilot when I created it and as it was developing. So I would say maybe 4 or 5 years down the line, which was not long ago, I stepped back one day and was watching everybody that worked there and told them, I'd be going on vacation. And then I went on vacation and somehow it was extended and it was 2 weeks. And no one called me to ask a question. No one called me about a problem. No one even called to say hi. And so I was worried and I called and said, hey, did the place burn down or something? They were like, no, you were on vacation. We didn't want to bother you. That is a testimony to the fact that the way that, not so much that I've trained them, but how they perceive things and how they take on tasks, they become so self-sufficient that they don't need me. And the clients speak so highly of our staff that for the most part, when they come into the office, they think I just work there. They don't know that I own the agency because my staff is so commanding and they're such great leaders that they make the clients feel at home. They give them the services they need. They go the extra mile. So I sit back sometimes and say, they don't even need me anymore. And sometimes I feel bad about that, but it's a testament to how, I
Well,
guess,
let
how
me
well
just
I'm.
say hats off to you because you are a good leader. And that is truly a testament to your workplace culture that they are self-sufficient, they are great leaders. And because you created this vision, you are on purpose. And so you're making it work. I have watched your success in the business community. So it is a needed service. And so just keep on soaring to greater heights, Lisa Weinberg.
Thank you.
So believe it or not, we are at the end of our interview today, but I want to give you an opportunity to give your contact information one more time. And if there's anything that you would like to talk about the butterfly effect before I close out, this is your opportunity.
Thank you so much. Again, if you need any mental health services in the area, we are New Beginnings Behavioral Health Services located in Harvey, Louisiana. Our email address is nbbhs@yahoo.com. Our phone number is 504-333-6657. You can call us from 9 to 5 if you want to schedule an appointment. As far as the butterfly effect, it will be launching in September. What we're in the process of is recruiting mentors for our girls program. So if you would like to become a mentor for our girls program, please go to our website, www.bfefoundation.com. Click on Become a Mentor, fill out the form, and we will get back to you to give you more information and to set you up with that. Our email address is bfefoundation@yahoo.com. And the phone number is 504-377-6703. We look forward to working with the community and providing these services. And we look forward to getting volunteers to help us make this happen.
All right. Thank you, Lisa. And again, when you are recruiting for those volunteers and those mentors, I know within your systems and processes, you will be screening folks who will be working with young girls who have already been through a level of trauma, ages 13 through 17. So they got to come correct.
Yes, ma'am.
some values that's going to make a difference in the changing of those young ladies' lives. What you're doing is so needed in the community. So with that being said, as I close out, the Hustle Skirt podcast objective is to empower you to speak power, embrace change in your own vision, mission, and purpose, just the way Lisa have expanded her new beginnings, now creating a nonprofit organization to be even further service to this community. Also, haven't you noticed how she was fired up with her passion to share those services and the products that she offer? All I'm asking for my audience to do to make sure to visit our website at www.persistencelane.com, where you can subscribe to the Hustle Skirt podcast, 9 different platforms. Just to name a few: iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, iTunes, Amazon FM, just to name a few of those 9. You're going to check it out at the website, www.persistencelane.com. So please join us on a regular basis on the Hustle Skirt podcast. And while you're at it, if you found this interview with Lisa Wineburg of value, we would appreciate a rating on iTunes today. Tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell others in your network and business colleagues, even her network of other therapists, because after all, she's seeking mentors and volunteers to make that vision happen for the butterfly effect. You're listening to the Hustle Skirt podcast, the show that brings you economic equity for everyone, every day, with your host, Debra Gould. Lisa, until we meet again, much love. I hope you got just as much out of this interview, and I'm so proud that I can use this platform to share what you're doing in the New Orleans metropolitan and other parishes in our great state of Louisiana. Until we connect again, see you, girl.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.